Atriox versus Shipmaster. This could be a really good time.
A battle of Season 1. Note says Mike wins easy. Well, we'll see about that. Who do you want to cast over? Who do you want to watch?
We'll go. I still want cars.
All right,
Or Car.
I'll get
Car. I keep forgetting. His name's Car.
I'm gonna go Mike's. I'll take that as from Car.
Atriox right now is super threatening because the combination of brute jumpers and whatever leader power you want to throw at him at the moment is amazing. So let's just jump in here with our boy Car. Car's going to opt in for a ghost off the rip. Shipmaster ghosts are absolutely amazing. They're great for, say, if you produce them, you get a couple mini bases off the rip. Both players immediately sprinting for the middle as well to grab those. Yeah. If Car gets a significant defense of ghosts with shield especially, then he's going to be looking amazing, at least to get into the middle to late game.
Interesting that Mike's hopping for the chopper. Do you think he's going to keep going choppers, or is that just like a scout?
Definitely a
scout play.
Definitely a scout. Opting in to
I don't think they can compete with
yeah.
Ghost, can they?
Yeah. And also, say, flying around the map, just trying to get that vision is super helpful as well. So on this map, the travel distance from base to base is actually incredibly small, and most of the action does happen in the middle of the map, but it doesn't mean that you don't get the opportunity to get a solid flank or two. Chopper getting a good ram here.
He's doing some rams on them. It's a beautiful play. Ghost is there as well, though.
Yeah, Ghost going for the easy ram. Ghost ram is fantastic because the Ghost ram, or the damage that Ghosts take from ram is like very, very minuscule, as you can see right there. Using the Ghost to try and fight these starting infantry units is going to be also extremely crucial. Looks like Car actually is going to be much worse off, in my opinion.
He pushed to Mike's side of the map, which is weird. Got pinched right there. Both of his units are 1.
Yeah.
The Ghost is about to drop, and Mike's got control of the center right now.
Yeah, exactly that. Picking up that mini base in front of Car is actually going to be incredibly helpful for him. It's still not the end of the world, considering that Car will have, 2 mini bases on his side of the map. But yes, exactly that. Definitely going to need to at least try to take those mini bases down before you formulate a solid push. Only seeing 1 ghost now for Car is actually really tough. Of course, keep in mind at the same time that grunt mines are still really effective against ghosts off the start, even with the shields. So that's why ghosts are better for defense at this moment if Mike were to opt in for, say, mass grunts to start this off. But of course, at the same time, having those jump pack brutes, they can be super effective against these ghosts with shield as well, as long as they're jumping over and dropping the mines. It'd be absolutely ridiculous.
By the way, Mike opting in for the War Council immediately, probably going to get a hero going. He's got the raid camp in the center of the map, and then he's also got the second mini base in the center of the map. And then, oh my, Car's swapped and stole one of his Mike's mini bases on his side of the map.
Ooh, he might go for the double too.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's trying to get some sort of advantage here because he's not looking good at this moment.
Yeah, and he's actually putting hold position as well on this Ghost, trying to make sure that he does end up purchasing that. Yeah. He's also going to buy the mini base on his side of the map as well.
He's buying all 4, it looks like.
He could out mini base Mike. And he's going for it. Just like you said, he's going to try to get all 4 minis, making grunts at the moment in order to maintain at least a unit pump, I think, right now. Having all of these mini bases producing ghosts is going to be so critical, I think.
Only problem is going to be the daisy chain, though.
Yeah,
you're going to see 4 ghosts pop around the map, and they might get picked off 1-on-1, so he's got to be really good with that macro.
Yeah, exactly that. Actually, we're getting a little bit of Atriox's Chosen is going to be popping out from Mike. Chosen's going to be super great against Ghosts as well, just because the slow shot from the brute shot is going to be incredible. Going to stun some of those ghosts, and also I'm pretty sure it gets half. It'll shoot 1 single brute shot and get 1 ghost half. So I want to see what Shippy. I still don't know if he's actually opting in for the ghost though. There might be
kind of like a
psych out. Yeah, it could be a psych out play going for raid camps now. Let's see. I'm just kind of taking a quick peek here in the middle of the map. I want to look at, Car is just opting for a Harvester. A War Council, going for the Honor Guard in the back of the base could also be pretty effective, doing a lot of damage.
Problem is Mike has the brute. He's got brutes out right now with stun.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much just picked off 4 grunts right there, stopped Cars from getting the node. Oh boy. I think he's about to get overwhelmed really heavily here.
Yeah, especially all it takes is a couple of the jump brutes at each mini base as well. If he takes out some mini bases, even if he fails at this initial push to the main, then he'll honestly be pretty fine just to split the units and pick off some of those. This is actually, I think, very much so in Mike's favor. I'm with you.
Yeah, Mike should steamroll right here. I don't see anything that Cars has that can actually stop this.
Yeah. Having a couple
Again,
of
the 4
choppers
mini
in the
bases
mix.
not enough.
Yeah, the army composition here from Mike is incredible. Those 2 mini bases middle of the map are going to be super helpful. Just rallying all these units in will take less than a few seconds.
Wow, and he got a beautiful chopper ram against the Suicide Grunts.
Exactly.
Suicide Grunts slowly moving. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This game is not looking good for Cars.
Yeah, it's totally. He's definitely not out of it yet. If he can rally enough of these units, you see units coming across the map. Honor Guard coming back all the way from Mike's side of the map to defend as well. Cars
he does have Invis Brutes, or Invis Grunts right now.
Yeah, there comes a good suicide connect. Oh no, the Grunt didn't connect. The Grunt is going to die most likely. Going for the
he did a nice extract in the front. Base is pretty much full. Shields back.
Oh, that's actually
what
gonna
a beautiful
be super
play.
helpful. At least gonna
but
stall.
Here comes a bunch of stuns.
Yeah, all the camo grunts are actually remaining camo because there isn't a detect unit. Honor Guard is going to be able to shred some of these units up real nice. Suicide Grunts rallying it as well from the raid camp right next to Car's base. This is going to be a really tight engagement for Mike now at this point, just from that extract on the base. Ooh, one-shot chopper, bunch of one-shot units here.
He's got the Shipmaster Hero out as well, doing some slashes. Mike doesn't have anything to spot.
Yeah,
that Shipmaster Hero could be the game changer right here in the beginning.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, another good Suicide Guard could connect here.
Oh, he's gonna get 3.
Oh, Jason,
he went for the other one.
The mean beam is also gonna get a great split though. Oh my God, this is top-notch Halo Wars skill here. Units splitting all over the place.
He might kill Hero.
Oh my God,
Hero's one shot.
He's gonna keep the Shipmaster alive.
Oh, Shippy's going for it. No, Shippy's charging.
Shippy's hunting, man. Come here, boy. Hunting him. Come here, boy.
Get the hit.
Oh my God, the
micro. Can't do it.
Oh, there it
is. What a stop. He might actually hold this off.
I honestly think
and he's about to get that extraction back, so he can do that again.
Yeah, exactly that. And at the same time, Carr, even though he's had fewer units, the Honor Guard has definitely paid off more than enough. Having so many brutes here are great, but the fact that they're melee units is making it so it's much harder for Mike to actually do some connections and damage on the base, especially like the constant stream of Suicide Grunts and Camo Grunts blocking the way is really doing a great job for him. At the same time, Mike still has solid control on the map. He's still, like, nothing's happened to his base, hasn't had any problems, no threat. The biggest issue right now for Mike is that Cars has 4 mini bases still. He's producing like crazy. He's doing exactly what he should be doing as well, engaging mini bases in the middle of the map, try to cut Mike's production at the throat, and do some serious damage. This is looking really, really even at the moment, Nick.
We almost just counted out Cars, and then he comes out with this amazing play, gets the extract up, and heals his base. I think that really saved the game. He had it down to a little less than half, and it was almost there. And I think those invisible grunts actually helped as well, too, just being able to pick off stuff and not die.
Yeah.
And Mike obviously had no spotters. Maybe next time you push with an engineer or 2 just for the spotting factor when you're going up against a Shippy, but it looks like Cars is going to get some control of the center of the map now.
Yeah, exactly that. Mike actually got his Atriox chosen back up, and he's going to be taking out Cars' War Council at the same time. So if the Honor Guard does go down, he will need to make another War Council in order to support and make another one. Need to buy the mini bases in the middle of the map now that he's taking them out. It looks like he will be purchasing it here. There we go. At the same time, Nicholas, I want to take a look. How close are we to teching up for Carr? Carr's sitting at 500 power at the moment, so it's going to take him a hot minute to even
Mike just upgraded his.
Yeah, so the tech game is going to be in favor of Mike at least, so we will be able to get some Tech 2 units out. Having Rangers with Bulwark at the same time could eradicate most of this army, if not all of it. However, the fact that Carr has all of these cloak units, all he has to do is pick those Rangers if possible, and he's going to be looking really good.
Cars has to push up to Mike's base right about now and start picking some stuff off the base. Maybe an extractor, maybe a raid camp or something. Got to do something against the main base, because right now he's got the 2 mini back bases, so it's kind of going to even it out right there. But we need to see an attack on the main base if he really wants to get control, because these grunts are about to become useless once he starts getting out Tech 2 units.
Yeah, exactly that. And Mike, at the same time, has sent a unit on hold position to hang out in the back of Carr's base. Carr just now getting the upgrade on his main as well to get into Tech 2. Of course,
Carr's base has not been healed.
Yeah, could easily
so
get
weak.
Big. A couple brutes, all it has. But the problem is that for Mike, the problem is that Carr has complete vision at his side of the map. It would be very difficult to slip those brutes undetected all the way to his main.
Fox does have teleport, I think, on the 3rd, though.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the one flip side of that. I just feel like he would still be able to spot, even if they would ball up. Yeah, there we go. Opting for the main
push. Have an
push.
engagement at the front.
Yeah, exactly that. Look at Carr's army. It's looking really good. Of course, watch this micro here. Sends the Suicide Grunts to the back. Just keep him out of the fight so that way he can time and push them in when he really needs them.
Shippy got his mean beam back as well, so you might see that come into play right here. Watch if he gets watch if the mean beam drops in.
He's gonna be doing some serious damage. These units, everything's one shot.
Oh, he missed it.
Everything is one shot.
And there's the Bulwark. Wow.
Bulwark is actually going to be able to keep a lot of these units back up to full health if you can push them back in. This is what I was talking about. A couple Rangers coming out. Carr just lost that push.
Everything.
Did he save?
He lost everything.
He didn't save his honor guard. Oh no, that's awful. That's so bad.
He wasted the extract. No, okay, so his extract still going to heal the base, so not completely wasted. Even if he didn't get that shippy back, but he's opting in for vehicles.
That is amazing. I cannot believe he just lost every single unit that quickly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If he would have been able to get the mean beam down a little bit more quickly, even then, the fact that he had Bulwark meant that Mike was going to be able to come out on top of that engagement. I think extracting a little bit more quickly might have saved him right there.
I mean, the mean beam as well. I mean, as soon as you go into the mean beam, you obviously can't micro your units. And as soon as he went into that, Mike jumped across with his brutes, avoided the mean beam, and then also even dropped in the bulwark as well to save absolutely everything. Yeah. I mean, just heads up plays. He knows how to counter that mean beam this time around.
Yeah, countermeasures for the brutes was certainly something that was a little bit too strong, I think, in that situation. I don't want to call it overpowered yet. I don't want to say that. I'm sure people in the chat might have another opinion. However, I will say that they definitely gave Mike the easy W in that situation on defense. Sending brutes one at a time, overdropping all the mines on all those infantry units, and then having a couple ranges to clean up the rest was just all he needed in order to defend that push, which is absolutely insane.
Are you surprised that there's no double bases yet?
No double bases.
10-minute, 30-second mark?
I'm not 100% surprised by it just because of the constant army spam these guys are doing. They're getting a lot of tier 1 units out, barely any tier 2, just trying to make sure that they are opting in for a lot of units to run the game. So, you know, at the same time, even though they haven't got second bases yet, doesn't mean that they're necessarily distracted. It means that they have been putting all of their economy into maintaining a significant unit pump.
It's also interesting that only 2 power nodes have been taken. I mean, Mike literally cleared out the power node in the center and then walked away from it. Not a single unit's going towards it. So a little bit of a sloppy play there. You definitely want to get as many of those nodes as you possibly can.
Yeah,
and it looks like Mike is going to steamroll. Well, here comes the mean beam, but he's got to move his units.
It's actually Mike's mean beam that he just called in.
Yeah, and he's got the 40% reductor with the engineer as well, so that's a nice play.
Yeah, exactly that.
That's what I'm worried about
coming
there.
Out here is not really going to matter considering all these units here. Yeah, there goes the first countermeasure brute jump. Going to be stunning that honor guard, getting it nearly one shot. Suicide grunt here. Connect with those brutes. Oh, it's so worth it just to pick those brutes. Honor guard.
And those Reavers are going to be able to spot that honor guard anyway. So
and here comes,
actually, here comes a clean push.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Cars. I personally believe that Cars committed a little bit too quickly to that push on Mike. Having those countermeasure brutes, they just rinsed every single infantry unit that Cars had. I think this is going to make him officially lose the game from that standpoint. He still, I guess, has a chance to a certain degree, but just having these units to fly
it's not looking well.
It's not looking good for him.
No, and he's only got one. I mean, he's got one depot. I don't think he's got a raid camp putting out suicide runs, but they're so far away. Mike also just got his bulwark as well, so I think we're looking at the end of this. But I mean, one hell of a game.
Yeah, exactly that. Look at that. Yep. Guard down to no units. Reaver jump, taking out a Marauder, no problem. Just going to step all over you.
Daisy chaining units across the map, so he's eventually going to get overwhelmed. Here comes a mean beam. We're going to see a bulwark dropped at some point or another.
Split. That's amazing. Look at that. No problem.
No, he's saving the bulwark. He's trusting the split.
Yeah, it doesn't even
Honor guard's back out, but Honor guard immediately gets stunned. Nah, I mean, he's getting stunned all the way across the map.
Yeah.
Where is Mike's units?
It's going to be a very slow victory for Mike. Look at
I mean, he's got full control, but he doesn't. I guess the mean beam did more damage than we initially thought.
Yeah.
And there's a nice extract, and he healed up that.
The honor guard could die. Honor guard goes down.
Honor guard is dead.
A locust showing up to try and expedite this process, and Carr
designs. I think that is it. What an amazing first game to start with. Whew.
There you go.
What a game.
Back and forth there until I can't believe how fast Carr definitely, I think, got too confident and overcommitted. Mike knew exactly when to pull back with his units, so he did. And since he pulled back in that good timing, he was able to keep most of his army alive, pick the 2 mini bases on his side of the map, and then just send the countermeasure brutes just to destroy literally every single infantry unit that Carr had sitting at his front door.
Yeah. And the chat's lighting up. GG's all around it. It was a great game to watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you enjoy Breaking the Clutch content and want to get more involved, join our Discord server to find teammates, community, and the ability to chat with us directly. Furthermore, follow us on Twitch to join the experience live, where we play our favorite Halo games and hang out with our audience multiple times a week. You'll find the links to both of these in the description of the video down below. Thank you for participating in our community, and enjoy the video.